say that's McCarthyism all over again, just like Dan Quayle said the other day, what the Democrats did to John Tower is McCarthyism at its worst. What do you think? Isn't it strange to you they tried to get rid of Dan Quayle, they failed, I'm happy. Now they did the same thing through McCarthyism, through smears, through attacks, through innuendos, through rumors. They destroyed a fine man like John Tower, who was certainly the best qualified to serve as our Secretary of Defense. Don't you think so? But they destroyed him. And what hypocrisy! Sitting on the committee that voted down John Tower because of his drinking and womanizing was a senator named Ted Kennedy. Is that hypocrisy? Ted Kennedy said, oh, it's terrible, all this drinking and womanizing. Does he think we've forgotten Mary Jo Kopechne and Chappaquiddick? Well, we have not. I say if John Tower is not fit to serve as our Secretary of Defense, then I say Ted Kennedy is not fit to serve for Senate and he should resign. What do you say?
Understand this. We know Ronald Reagan. We've seen Ronald Reagan. We've heard Ronald Reagan. We love Ronald Reagan. Look, we know Ronald Reagan.
Poor man's Lloyd Benson, for heaven's sake. I may say it differently. I may say it louder, but I say exactly the same thing.
I think that's what we heard. We heard it real loud.
Get him, JP.
What is this Marxist, Leninist, communist trip of yours? Because this drugs thing is fine. That's fine. Where does this Marxist?
Go, JP.
I show you need to live equally. They show you that we're all one. And so what we do on
our side. You tell me that drugs raise class consciousness?
Yeah, they raise the class consciousness. It's because the people are self-control, need the psychedelics to wake up. Let me tell you what we do with the drugs. We will take the psychedelics and we'll go up to Beverly Hills and see how the rich pigs live. See how evil it is. Now the other thing is, then we'll come down here by USC and see how the poor people live. And we'll see the whole difference of the whole thing. And we want to feel the whole thing. We want to feel how evil it is to see the people living in the street while they're rich pigs like Wally George up there. Let me clarify something too, is that I am a radical, not a liberal. So if you go out by liberals, it has no attention to me. There is no difference between liberals and conservatives. They're both to the right on the political spectrum. Anybody who's taken political science before knows that. Let me give you my own definition. There's only one difference between liberals and conservatives. They're both going to screw you in the butt, but the liberals are going to use Vaseline to make it a little bit easier.
What was the time on that? 250.
The way he said that we're going to do to you. He got that from his pals down in West Hollywood.
Wally, I think you have a homophobia. I have no problem with people being gay. The only problem I have is with right-wing gays. They should be radical.
You know what? This man over here, and I use the term very loosely, this germ over here, who says, he talks about the homeless. And you know, Ronald Reagan talked about the homeless too. And you can tell
he's not put him out there a while. He's
Ronald Reagan said, and I agree with him 100%, there are a lot of homeless, there are a lot of jobless people who are there because they choose to be there, because they're too damn lazy to go out and get a job. And I say to a lot of these people who are whining and complaining as they're sleeping on newspapers, I should say to those people, instead of sleeping with newspapers over their faces on the streets, why don't they open those newspapers to the classified ads and find themselves a job? What do you think? There are people like LeBeau who would like the government, Big Brother, to take care of all these people forever. You know, these people, these so-called homeless, these so-called panhandlers who really have jobs, they come up to you now. It used to be a few months ago, I'd be accosted on the street and they'd ask you, do you have some small change, a dime or a nickel? And then it went up about a year ago to where they'd ask you for a half a buck. Yesterday, I was in Hollywood, and some bum walked up to me and said, do you have $1? And so I said, okay, what the hell? And I gave him a dollar bill. He said, wait a minute. Aren't you Wally George? And I said, yes. He said, hell, you can afford more. Give me $2. That's what happens.
That's right. Well,
they are looking for a handout. You're looking, these people are looking for a handout in society. I say there's no free lunch. I say anybody who wants a job in this country, all they have to do is take a bath and put on some decent clothes. That's a good thing for you to do, LeBeau. Take a bath, put on some decent clothes, take a shave, and then go out and work. You know, under Ronald Reagan, unemployment is down further than it has ever been in 25 years. If you want a job, come out and get a job and get off the welfare roll.
And Wally should be on TV like you were.
What do you say?
They should put on a toupee like you, too.
Oh. So, it happens to be my hair, but I doubt very much that anything on you is real. Okay, anybody, the question, go ahead.
The Student Senate has been working with, especially...
Could you get everything a little closer so they can hear you?
We've been working with human rights issues, divestment, minority recruitment, gay and lesbian rights. What are your feelings on these kind of things? We've heard some of them. What are your real truth?
I say what I mean. I say I am sick and tired of hearing about gay and lesbian rights. I'm sick up to here. I say this is a moral country, and homosexuality is an embarrassment to this entire nation, and it says it right in the scriptures. If you believe in God, I hope to God you do. If you believe in God, it says right in the scriptures, man shall not lie with man as he does with woman. It is an abomination. Do you agree with that? I say the hell with all these gay rights. You know, they are getting really full of jazz now. Now they're demanding more rights. They're demanding the rights to live as husbands and wives, getting the same rights as heterosexual couples. They are now asking for the right, gay couples, to have the right to adopt children and bring them up. And I say we should never let those sickos bring up children in that kind of a perverted lifestyle. Do you agree with me? Husband and husband and wife. Well, what do you think about it, sweetheart? I have a feeling he may be in favor of it. What do you think about it? Huh?
Human rights.
I say homosexuals are subhumans. I say the homosexual community, gay males, have got to accept the responsibility for being the prime cause of spreading AIDS all across this nation. People say, why? How can you say that? You can't blame AIDS on gay males. Oh, the hell I can't. You just add it up. 93 to 94% of the victims of AIDS here in this country are homosexual males. 94%.
Get your facts right.
3% are bisexuals who have had sex with gays. Another 2 or 3% are heterosexual females who have caught AIDS from a bisexual male, and she didn't know that he was living with men. So there you go. About 97%.
Shut up, Wally, asshole.
About 97% of the victims of AIDS in America are gays and bisexual, bi-homosexual, and I say they must accept the responsibility for spreading this horrifying disease all across America. What do you think?